6.5 kilometres. It's not the distance, it's the damage.
This week's been a bit strange. Work-wise, definitely the calm before the storm. Most of my students are on exam leave, but the marking doesn't actually start until next week. So I've a bit of extra time to, well, not exactly relax, but maybe catch up on some kilometres. I've already passed my 150 kilometres per month goal, hit 158 kilometres just yesterday, which might explain the sunburn and slightly broken legs. But hey, small victories. If that sort of commitment to running content mildly entertains you, go ahead and hit like and maybe subscribe too. No pressure, it's free and very hamster friendly. I've also started ramping up for the autumn marathons, Alicante and Valencia. And let's just say one of the goals is to shed a few kilos before I try dragging them around 42 kilometres. So I've been running a lot, including, yes, without a hat, which is how I have a freshly burnt scalp. Great plan. Oh, and in a moment of weakness, or maybe madness, I agreed to take part in a 13-kilometre trail run/swim event in Navarra next month. Yes, swim. Apparently hamsters can swim now. I'll let you know. The good news? It's a Sunday morning run, no steamy Saturday evening meltdown, and the distance just 6.5 kilometres. Practically a jog. Apparently, it's mostly road. Hardly any track, I was told, by someone no less than the race announcement. Great. We'll see. So, with my legs feeling the effects of around 100 kilometres just this week, a couple of sunburns for good measure. Sunscreen is obviously just for losers. What could possibly go wrong? No, really, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like and subscribe if you enjoy watching people make deeply questionable choices in the name of fun and health. I woke up at 5:30 this morning feeling fresh and ready to run. At least that's what I try to tell myself. The truth? Bleary-eyed and questioning life, I somehow assembled my race day kit and set off for this week's circuit adventure. Destination? The microscopic village of Sempere. Official population 29. Number of runners arriving for today's 6.5 kilometres race? Just under 450. I think you can do the maths. Let's just say parking was creative. The race start arch didn't quite fit across the narrow streets and needed some adjustment. Think small village chaos meets IKEA flat pack balloon assembly. Once the balloons were up and the confetti cannon fired, we stood around awkwardly for a bit, timing naturally a little off, and then we actually started. From Sempere, we dropped down briefly before climbing into Guadasséquies, a gentle loop through a leafy little park, then up and over the ridge towards Benissuera. The sun was really kicking it by now, and I had to scavenge for every patch of shade. Somewhere on the hill, I passed a few familiar faces. Always a risky strategy, and sure enough, later on the return leg, the likes of Monica breezed past me with suspicious ease. Cheers, Monica. Passing through Benissuera was oddly nostalgic. I ran by the house of old friends Jenny and Colin, and even past the square where, in a past life, Colin and I may or may not have singed several buildings while setting up a massive bonfire. Ah, memories. Back to Sempere for the final few hundred metres, where I got the now traditional shout out from the race announcer.
Okay, very good, fantastic, London.
Thank you.
Maybe because I'm starting to be a feature finisher on the circuit. Or maybe because I always look like I'm about to collapse. Either way, thanks. Post-race, let's talk brunch. Showers and pool time were informal. Let's leave it at that. Then bocadillo with bacon and eggs because, well, I'd earned it, right? No race next week, so a bit of a breather before the next event at Castelló de Rugat, a Friday night special. Yes, really, Friday? Race. Who needs a normal weekend? Hit the like if you've ever sprinted for brunch, or more likely, subscribe if you've never sprinted at all. And see you next time on Hamster Running.